Sophie Cunningham never thought this would be the moment her name would go viral. Not after a buzzer beater, not after a 20-point night, but after standing tall when the entire WNBA was watching. It started with a moment. One play, one shove, and everything changed. Caitlin Clark, the most talked about rookie in WNBA history, had been taking heat all season. Cheap fouls, hard screens, elbows that were a little too intentional. The league loved the drama, but fans, they were split. Some called it hazing, others called it basketball. Then came that game. Clark was sprinting down the court when a defender body-checked her. Hard, way too hard. The crowd gasped. Clark hit the floor. No foul, nothing. Before anyone could blink, Sophie Cunningham was in the defender's face. No hesitation, no filter. She clapped back, toe-to-toe, chest-to-chest. Could almost hear her say, "Not today." The ref blew the whistle. Technical, but the crowd, they roared. That moment, captured on ESPN, TikTok, Twitter, and every sports blog across America, instantly became a rallying cry. Not just for Fever fans, not just for Caitlin Clark supporters, but for everyone who was tired of seeing silence. In the face of cheap shots, the very next morning, Sophie's jersey sold out online. Nike's official site, gone. WNBA store, gone. Third-party shops were jacking up the price, 3x eBay listings. Some were hitting $250 for a jersey that, just a week ago, was collecting dust. One fan tweeted, "Didn't know much about Sophie Cunningham, but after last night, that's my girl. She rides for her teammates." Another posted a video, crying, holding up a custom Cunningham jersey with a handwritten protector across the back. Sophie finally broke her silence during an interview after practice. No makeup, hair in a messy bun. She looked tired, but fiery. "Sophie, look, it wasn't about making a scene, it was about doing what's right. Caitlin's my teammate, my sister. If I'm not standing up for her, who will?" And just like that, Sophie Cunningham became a symbol, not just of toughness, but of loyalty. Caitlin Clark didn't say much about it in the moment. She was asked about Sophie in the post-game press conference, and she just smiled. That tight-lipped, grateful smile that says everything without needing to say a word. "Caitlin, Sophie's got my back. That means a lot. She's a real one." The reaction online, explosive. Clips of Sophie stepping in went viral on TikTok with over 7 million views in 24 hours. Memes were flying. Cunningham is Wonder Woman. Cunningham is Secret Service. One post, read, "Sophie ain't on the court, she's on duty." Even NBA players chimed in. Draymond Green reposted the clip on his Instagram story, writing, "That's how you do it. Handle it on site. And let's not ignore the elephant in the room. WNBA veterans have been under fire for how they've treated Clark. The league says it's just competition, but fans aren't buying it. What Sophie did, it cut through all that noise. It wasn't about drama, it was about respect." One sports analyst put it like this: "Cunningham drew a line in the sand. She said, 'This rookie belongs here. And if you're gonna come for her, you come through. Me first.' That's old school basketball. And let's be honest, the WNBA needs that energy. Viewership is booming. Social media is lit up, but there's still a disconnect between star power and league unity. Caitlin Clark has put eyes on the league. Sophie Cunningham just showed what it means to protect that investment. But it wasn't all love. Some critics slammed Sophie for being too aggressive or escalating things. But Sophie clapped back on Instagram stories the next day. Sophie, funny how protecting your teammate is now controversial. Guess loyalty ain't trending. That line instantly turned into merch. A fan-run site launched tees that read, "Loyalty ain't trending. SC number 3. They sold out in 2 hours. Even the Fever franchise leaned in. They reposted clips of Sophie's face-off with the defender, adding a flame emoji and the caption, "You mess with one of us." Behind the scenes, Cunningham's agent revealed that 3 major apparel brands reached out after the incident. Endorsement talks are in early stages. One even floated a campaign centered on protective energy and women's empowerment. In sports. In a follow-up podcast interview, Sophie shared a powerful anecdote. "Sophie, my mom called me after the game, crying. She said, 'That was your grandpa. That's who he raised you to be.' And that just hit me. It's not about the fame. It's not about going viral. It's about doing what's right even when no one else will." This moment may be just a blip in a long season, but it revealed something deeper about Sophie Cunningham and about the state of the WNBA. Because for all the highlight reels, the buzzer beaters, and the trash talk, what fans remember is who stood up, and Sophie did. She didn't wait for a coach to say something. She didn't wait for a ref to make the right call. She acted on that made her a fan favorite overnight. Comment sections flooded with new followers. "I bought a Fever jersey today because of Sophie. Didn't know her before. Know her now. That's leadership. That's fire. That's family." Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark continues to ball out. She's still getting double-teamed, still dropping dimes, still shouldering the pressure of an entire league's expectations. But now, She's got muscle in the form of Sophie Cunningham, and honestly, that combo might be more dangerous than any pick and roll, because it's one thing to have talent. It's another to have someone who'll fight for it. Sophie didn't do it for clout, she did it because that's just who she is. And in a league that's finally getting the spotlight it deserves. Maybe the biggest flex isn't how many points you score, maybe it's who you stand up for when it matters. So the next time you see a Sophie Cunningham jersey walk past you in the arena, just know, it's not just fabric. It's a message. Loyalty isn't trending, but maybe it should be.